find myself in Wisconsin at the beginning, or end, depending on how you look at it, of the 1,200-mile Ice Age Trail. We're going to do the first 46, or last 46, however you want to look at it, a little bit differently this time. So join me and my buddy Almost, and let's see how different we can make this.
Come back here. For me it is, not for him.
As I said in the intro, we are in Wisconsin, the Ice Age Trail. It's a huge trail. It's 1,200 miles. And we're doing just a tiny portion of it. And we're actually slack packing this trip with a twist. Oh, and by the way, my name is Rob Pelton. Thanks for joining me. It's kind of funny. The first section, a good part of this first section, goes right through town, St. Croix Falls. So traffic, houses, businesses, parks. But I haven't seen very many people walk around. We're like the only people walking. That's all right. That way, if we need to stop for a potty break, I can knock on that person's door right there. This first leg of our slack pack adventure, about 9 miles, goes from the western terminus of the Ice Age Trail 9 miles to where one of our cars is parked. And then from there, we're gonna camp. In the morning, you'll see. And we're at camp. Straight Lake State Park near Luck, Wisconsin. Pretty decent day. It got to about 73 degrees today, which made for perfect walking weather. Tonight's supposed to get down to 50, 45, 50. It's going to be perfect. And then tomorrow, we continue the adventure. War Bonnet, Ridge Runner, back in action. I'm excited to sleep in this. I love this hammock. Step 2. Good morning. 6:30. Slept like an absolute champ. Got down to about 43 last night. I love being out here. We got more adventuring to do. Here is the second phase, the second stage of the slack pack. Because you could slack pack while backpacking and slack pack while bike packing. And that's exactly what we're doing. 20 miles on the bike and then another 5 or so on foot to camp. Giddy up. Just turned off about 3.5 miles from where we started onto the old rail trail called the Gandy Dancer. It's so it's fairly flat. It's all crushed limestone, home to an old railroad. And this part of the Gandy Dancer also shares the same path as the Ice Age Trail. So we're technically still on the Ice Age Trail. Now we got 20 miles on this thing. And stop and have a burger and a beer, I think. So Rob, what is slackpacking? Well, thanks for asking, my thin and sinewy friend. Slackpacking is where you're hiking a segment of a trail or even a through hike, and the section you are on, you are not carrying your camping items. So backpacking is the act of hiking a trail with everything you need to camp and eat in your pack on your back. Same thing with bike packing, where everything is carried on your bike. Slackpacking would be if you're going to start at this trailhead and hike 20 miles and someone carried your gear for you and just met you at the end. That's what slackpacking is. So this trip, we're not carrying any of our gear other than what we need for the day, because our gear, our eating stuff and our camping stuff is at our destination. So we're pretty much slackers. The first ride out of the year, the first real ride, and there is no doubt that I am desperately out of shape, but I love being out here, hiking, biking, any way to get out on a trail. 2 feet, 2 wheels, it doesn't matter. So if you're looking for something different, get a bike and go. Turn, bro. We went too far. We missed our turn, bro. We went too far. Burger time. Bacon cheeseburger, onion rings, chocolate shake. Here we are, leg 3 of the adventure. Leg 1 was yesterday, the 9-mile hike. This morning was leg 2, the 20-mile bike ride. And now leg 3, 5 miles on foot to camp. Giddy up. Back on blacktop. If my estimates serve me correctly, and I believe they do, we're right about here right now. And we've got to go right down there, if you can see it. About 4 miles or so. It's about 10 after 7. The sun is getting pretty low in the sky. That's Straight Lake right over there, and across the other side is camp. Not sure if you can see them, but there's a bunch of swans over there. And they were making all kinds of noise last night, and I expect them to do so again tonight. But the sense of urgency for me is starting to die down a little bit. Now I'm just cruising. I feel pretty good. But I'm ready to get to camp. Sit down and do nothing. It's one of my favorite things. Back in the cars to shuttle. Once again, this trip has had a lot of shuttling. cars being driven to the end and then riding back to the beginning, hiking the section, biking the section to our cars to go back to get the car, to bring the car back. It's all part of the fun, and it is fun. Back in Bon Ton Bar, where we had a beer earlier today. Now it's beer again and pizza.
Sounds like a good day. Yeah.
Very good day. $10:15, finally back at camp. We decided not to do a fire tonight. Just been a long day. Just want to lay down and relax a little bit. It was a tough day for me. My legs are pretty trashed. And then there's 11 miles to go tomorrow. So my thinking is I'm gonna push through that. But tomorrow morning it'll be a game time call. But I know tonight the low is gonna be 54. But the high tomorrow is going to be 58 and rain. Not sure when that's supposed to start, so I'm just wondering if I want to spend 5 hours walking in the rain, which I don't mind as long as my legs are happy, right? But the wind is definitely picking up. It's cooling down. Full bellies, and I'm excited to lay down. So it was a good day. See you in the morning. About 8 o'clock, woke up at about 7. Decided not to push on for the 11-mile day today. Packed up in the rain. Said my farewells to Jeremy. And now it's time to head back and recuperate a little bit because I have a big trip coming up that I will not be able to cut short. So I'm going to prepare for that. I appreciate you coming along, experiencing this journey. What do you think of slack packing? Are you into something like that? Is it cheating? Or is it just another way to experience the trail? Let me know down in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, I do appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't already, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Like the video, share it. I'd appreciate it. But until then, make sure you get outside, get on trail.